Hello to all of the young people and all of you who are young at heart. Today I want to talk to you about this word, rejoice. Now, this word to me reminds me of Christmas. I feel like that's when I hear it the most. In Christmas carols, rejoice, rejoice. But it's not a word that we always use in everyday language. Except, funny story, I actually once had a cat that I named Joyce, which is kind of like rejoice without the re part. I was 9 years old and I really wanted a kitten. And on Christmas Eve, the whole family piled into our car so that we could go look at decorations in our city. Well, my mom, who owned a business, said she had to stop at a customer's house to drop something off. I thought, on Christmas Eve, you have to work? Ugh. But we all went to the house, and while my mom ran inside to do her work, my dad, brother, and I sat and waited in the car. I have to say, I wasn't in a very good mood. I didn't like waiting. I was kind of grouchy, and I was complaining, where's Mom? Why is it taking her so long? Oh, on Christmas Eve. I didn't have a very joyful, loving heart at that particular moment. Well, after what felt like forever, finally, my mom comes out of the house. And you know what she had in her arms? She had the tiniest black and white little kitten, a real one, not like this toy kitten. And it had a red bow on its neck that was kind of fallen off, like the kitten had been squirming a lot. And she opened my car door and she put the little kitten on my lap. Wow! I was filled with so much joy in my heart. I think I even started crying happy tears. I couldn't believe that my mom hadn't been here to do her work on Christmas Eve. She had been here to pick up this kitten as a surprise present for me. Oh, my heart was so full of joy. I wanted to name the kitten right in that very moment, and I wanted a name that would match the big feeling in my heart. And so my 9-year-old mind thought up Joyce, because it has joy in it. So we had a cat named Joyce, who I loved very much. I'll put it here so you can remember, rejoice. Now, you might be thinking, why am I telling you a story about Christmas when it's not even Halloween yet? Well, in our Bible story today, the Apostle Paul is writing a letter to one of the very first churches. And in that letter, he told the people to rejoice in God always. He didn't specify just Christmas or Easter. Always is what he said. And he said God is doing amazing things all the time. And they're not just huge things like Christmas, but they're little things that can still fill us with joy and fill us with God's peace and love. And Paul told Jesus' followers, whatever's beautiful and true and just, think about those things. Even when you're worrying and having a rough time, Paul said, pray to God. Think about the beautiful, wonderful things God does, and you'll feel a little better, and there'll be more love and light in the world. So I wonder what would have happened if, when I'd been waiting in the car with my dad and my brother, and I didn't know that surprise was coming, what if I had found joy in the little things, like the snow falling outside the car window? Or what if my dad and brother and I had sung Christmas carols while we waited? There could have been ways to find joy in that moment too. And I wonder what that would have been like for me. What if even today we delight in the everyday things around us? Maybe you have a cat or a dog at home and you enjoy petting their soft fur. Or maybe you have yellow leaves outside your window right now. Or you get to see your grandma's face on Zoom, smiling big when she sees you. Those are moments of joy. Those are moments we can rejoice in God, in love. God is here with us in each of those little moments. God is with us, and joy can be with us even in hard times. Even especially in hard times. God's love and beauty and justice is in those moments. Let's focus more on those things. Let's see how we can amplify them. That means make them louder, make them bigger, so that justice and love and joy spreads to everyone. Because God is doing marvelous things all the time, and we can be a part of it. Rejoice. Let's share a prayer together. Dear God of joy, thank you for all the beautiful moments you give us where we can ease our worries. Help us to highlight and amplify the goodness you bring to the world, giving thanks and working to bring even more justice and joy to all of your people. Amen. The thing I love about rejoice, like repeat, we get to have joy again and again and again. So today I wish you joy, and I wish you the peace of God to be with you always.